trouble right, when you and I move out of post-trouble, we'll go into pre-trouble, because blessing after blessing after blessing keep coming our way on anyhow. And so that's why I'm telling you that this lame man had to be lame, and all it was simply purposely designed by God. But not only that, brothers and sisters, I find in verse number 6 that this lame man still had a problem.
All right.
Because now watch this. The ones that were there to help him, and watch this please, was in trouble they own self.
All right.
All right, y'all missed it. Y'all just hung up on me. Watch this. 3 things I want to tell you, and I'm done. First of all, if you're going to have the attitude of saying that I got what it takes, then number one, you and I should not let what we don't have hinder us from using what we do have. All right, now look at the text. Because Peter, who is broke, started off telling this lame man, saying, now what you're looking for, and if you allow me to say it like the old folks used to say, we ain't got it.
All right.
But notice what this broke preacher says. Peter says, silver and gold have I none.
All right.
Now, brothers and sisters, in my study of the content of the text, I find in this past periphery that his first half of verse number 6 actually carries the same Greek word as the word lame in verse 2. The word is called hupakaro, which means again, talked again, below. Now watch this, which is to say, not only was the lame man in trouble, but the one who was helping the lame man was also in trouble. Did y'all get that? All right, let me put it like this. What Peter was actually saying was, although lame man, you are lame physically, but John and I are lame financially. And what Peter's saying to this man is, listen, you don't have any legs, but we ain't got no money. Call him right here. And so, brothers and sisters, all I'm trying to tell you today is, don't you let yourself get caught up in what you don't have, because at least you think about it, everybody sitting up in here, up in here, up in here, up in here, have some kind of trouble.
Yeah. Go ahead. That's right.
Well, church folk like to size it up like this: big trouble, little trouble. But I'm here to tell you today, trouble is just trouble. Yeah. Whether the lights are cut off or overdue, guess what? It's still trouble. Whether the car is repossessed or broke down, guess what? It's still trouble. Whether you are divorced or whether you're separated, you still trouble.
That's right.
Whether your child is in a gang and my child came, amen, from a good lifestyle, guess what? It's still trouble. Whether you got hair raisers in your church that are bold to show their faces, and others got some hair raisers that are just hiding, guess what? It's still trouble. All trainers saying that they trouble. It's just trouble. No. I want you to know and understand, brothers and sisters, regardless as to who you are, don't hold your holy nose up at somebody just because you know their sin and nobody seems to know yours. Because if the truth be told, the only reason why they don't know it is simply because you ain't got caught yet. We even try to size it up with big sin and little sin. All right, let me put it like this. You know, church folk love to talk about how, not y'all, your cousins and them, okay? Listen, they love to talk about how folk going to hell from drinking. You're going to hell for smoking the dope. You're going to hell for the gambling, the chasing the women, all the men. And so church folk claim that to be big sin, but listen, sin is sin. Now there are degrees to sin, but sin is just sin, because the book said that all have sinned. Whether you drank the bottle or just took a shot, sin is just sin. Whether you smoked the whole joint or whether you just took a drag, sin is just sin. Whether you went across the state line and lost and hold your whole check, it's still sin. It's just sin.
All right.
Whether you chase women or men, or maybe you just got one on the side, sin just sin. Whether you started to lie and you say, well, they told me or I heard about it, it doesn't make no difference. Sin is just sin. All I'm telling you here today is that regardless as to who you are in this building, all of us in here have messed up, but thanks be to God that He has the ability to look beyond all of our faults and see our needs and still use the little bit that He gave us. So in order for God to use the little thing that you got, watch this, you got to stop putting up fronts and acting like you got more than what you got.
All right.
Quit acting like you just as big as somebody else and spending your bill money trying to keep up with Pork Chop, Pootie, Ray Ray, the Twitter, and Kawan in here. I wish I had somebody in here.
All right.
Just be who you are. Quit trying to run your house like somebody else and you're knee deep in debt trying to keep up with the Joneses and you're trying to get a Cadillac and you only got Ford Pinto money. I wish I had somebody in here. Be who you are. Peter said to the man in our turn, I know you're looking for money.
Amen.
And we know that silver and gold will help you out. But mister, we don't have it. And I know that it will get you a good meal. I know that it may get you a ride home, but guess what? We ain't got it. And as a matter of fact, if you know where some money at, let us know. Peter said to this man, I tell you what, man, we are not embarrassed about not having no money because we got something even better. We are not humiliated being preachers that's broke, and excuse me for saying it like this, but Peter and John had to be Baptist preachers because you know Baptist folk got a problem with Baptist preachers having a little something and sure don't want to see people giving him anything.
There you go.
Peter said, we got something a little bit better. Are y'all in here with me? He said, we're not ashamed and we will not hide ourselves because we cannot give you a financial blessing, but we do have something that can give you more than money. For the person we got can give you the ability to make your own money. And if you will, we don't have silver neither gold, but guess what? We got Jesus with us. Well, I'm hurrying. The second thing that we got to have is if we're talking about I got what it takes. And then you and I have to, watch this, we got to learn to use what we have. Now that's plain old kindergarten because watch this. Notice the text. Peter said, silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. Now watch this. The second part, have, is not the same as the first half. Now watch this very clearly. The second half in the text relates to the word or is characteristic to the Hebraic word called echo, which literally means, get this, to possess with the mind. Did y'all catch that? But watch this. That seems to suggest that what Peter and John had, guess what? You could not see it, but guess what? They still had it. Now let me see if I can get it to you like this to relate, if I can put it in this perspective. You see, you couldn't lay your hands on it. You couldn't touch it. But guess what? They still had it. And listen, don't be too worried about calling yourself blessed by what folks can see around you. But you are not only blessed by things that are around you, but you are tremendously blessed by what they cannot see. And then what I'm trying to tell you is that you may have some things on the outside that people can look at and say you're blessed, but you need to let them know that if this stuff on the outside is no longer there, I got everything I need that satisfies, because